This is the Pope declaring war on cats. Yes, cats! Pew pew pew!
This is the Chinese catapulting monkeys at British ships.
This is the Navy of PepsiCo, at one time the 6th largest in the entire world.
And this is the great General Napoleon getting absolutely shreked by a colony of rabbits.
Hi, welcome to Limerick History Club. In History Club, we'll be delivering presentations that are interesting, such as the ones that you might have seen in the slides before, and we'll also put your interests at the forefront. If you're interested right now, you can sign up at tinyurl.com/limerickhistory. But if you want to learn more about what our club is really about, you can continue watching this video.
So you might be asking yourself, why would I join History Club? First of all, we have a diverse range of topics. If you don't enjoy the contents of one meeting, chances are you will for the next. Our meetings are chock full of things that you've probably never heard of and would find very interesting. And as Kevin mentioned earlier, we highly encourage member input. So if you're very passionate about a subject, if you tell us about it, you might be able to see a presentation on it. And most importantly, joining History Club helps give you the ability to understand history memes such as the one on the bottom right.
We are one of the most unique clubs on campus that we are not STEM related, but also we are still a competitive club. So you can really differentiate yourself by still competing in competitions that are not STEM related. Anirudh will go more over this in detail.
So our club is by no means explicitly focused on competitions, and we encourage you to come out even if you're not interested in them. But if you are interested in competitions, there are many history-oriented competitions that will test material covered by presentations. Some of them include the National History Bee and Bowl, as well as the US History Bee. Both of these are internationally recognized competitions that have over 200 regional sectors and culminate at an international competition. Besides competitions, there are many other ways to get involved in history. For example, National History Day is a project-based event with over 750,000 participants. You can submit your entries as an individual or within a group in one of 5 categories: documentaries, exhibits, a paper, performances, or even a website.
But what if you're like, hey, competitions aren't for me, I'm just here for the meat of the club? Well, the meat of the club is our meetings. So each week we'll be covering particular events in history. So these might be events that you saw in the first 4 slides, and they might be other stuff that you recommend to us. But all our slides will be high quality, which means that we'll be doing research, and each of us will spend a great deal of time on each slide. Meetings will be infused with activities and interaction with members. You might be seeing us partake in skits, for example, or even do some Kahoots. There will be a lot of opportunities for input, as I mentioned earlier, and during meetings, we'll also go through upcoming events and competitions you might want to be aware of to further your involvement with history. And ultimately, our goal is to teach history or explain historical events in a different way than it's taught in class. For example, we'll go over stuff that won't ever be covered in class because it's a different subject. And we'll also be presenting information in general in a more interesting, down-to-earth manner.
So we put up some possible meeting ideas that we've come up with. But as we mentioned earlier, this is pretty freeform since we do a lot to encourage member input. So if there's a topic that you are really passionate about and you'd like to see presented, just mention it to us and you might be seeing a presentation on it soon. But you can take a look at some of the topics that we've been considering. So they say that those who failed to learn from the past are doomed to repeat it.
Yeah, that's like a very important quote in history. So we highly recommend that you deeply consider joining History Club. And even if you're not, we still recommend that you fill out our interest form below at tinyurl.com/limerickhistory, because as Anirudh mentioned earlier, you never know when a particular meeting will present is very interesting to you. If you have any other questions, please contact us through our email. Otherwise, we look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you.